They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. So LSU's offense will start this game off. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He lost one down the sideline. It's a big stride inside the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to...
There he goes! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a tight end that not... with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pressure coming. He's not afraid to go deep. Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route. There was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To throw, it's Baker. Dumps it to the back. Got his man to the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the running back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Scanning the field, it's Baker. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give on the option. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
That's caught. It's Thomas. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught on the outside, it's Anderson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. Fights off a defender. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Turning it on. Running through contact. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Baker. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's open. There he goes down the right side. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida is currently ahead on the scoreboard, but it's clear Tim Tebow's not out there. And because of that, I don't see a blowout today in the Swamp. They're up by 7 over USF. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the move, it's Durham. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They go to the draw. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. LSU right back to the line. Going to the running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Unloads it left. It's caught. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting.
Ready, fight. Here we go.
Rides the back on the option, the give.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
From the gun to give, looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete. They roll the dice. Snake eyes. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Spins away from the defender. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. LSU quick to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different.
Breaks into the open. All the way down their 25-yard line. They move the sticks up to first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Rushes on him. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. On third down, he drops to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Lost to throw on first down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. LSU lining up first and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Baker. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back and get the nice first down sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab on the big throw. Here he goes. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Duke had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans outside Krzyzewskiville are ready for hoops. But pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron, too, people. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last. either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. LSU right back to the line.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
They'll go right back to it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. Powers through the defender. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Durham. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Across the 25, he's got room. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The RPO, it's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Going for 6. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
Someone say run up the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. bring it back. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.